Show y'all something real quick, real quick, real quick. This is something that I had to do on one of my divas on the canvas. And I had to do it because I made a mistake. Well, I've been making mistakes lately on my stuff, but it's because of my eye. And it is what it is. So look. Oh shoot. I dropped it. Let me turn this around. Let me turn this camera around. So this is what I'm doing on the canvas right now. And I went to bed last night after I put the Mod Podge on it, but I also had glitter, loose glitter on here because I did the glitter after the fact. But whatever the case, you see this right here? I have to peel the skin off because all her face up here was covered in glitter. It was a whole mess. So I took a diaper wipe or just a wipe. I took a wipe and I started wiping down the canvas and it wasn't coming up. So I started scrubbing harder and then it started coming up. You can see now with no glitter on her face because I peeled it all off. But this reminds me of when we were back in school, school days. And we would put the glue on us and then we would let it dry and then we peel it off. And this is what my pot. You can just, when it dries, peel it off. Just like you do when you put glue on you. So you have to use a damp wipe. And let it get a little bit moist. And then it'll start peeling up. I don't know why my camera is so blurry. But now I gotta go and Mod Podge her again. I gotta redo it. You see how that came up? That is too funny. I was like, that's what we used to do in school. Peel it. But I'm glad it comes up easily like this because then I can redo it. Did y'all hear that there's a thing called clear Mod Podge? Clear Mod Podge is a thing. I didn't know that. I just saw this lady on YouTube. Her thing, something came across my feed with her on it, and she was doing a project with clear Mod Podge. I said, now ain't that something? Mod Podge got like 6 or 7 different kinds. I made a video about that one day too. All right. That's all I'm taking off for right now. Yeah. And then I'm just going to re-Mod Podge her because I'm going to put epoxy over this. And I don't want the epoxy to mess her up because I did that before and it messed her up really, really bad. I don't know what I did with that one. I had one that was messed up really bad. And I saved it because I wanted to remind myself, hey, look what you did. So when you're doing projects like this, wipes are really good to help you. Because I thought I had ruined the picture, but thank God for wipes. So I'm just going to finish her and do what I do. So I'm going to re-Mod Podge her. And then I'm going to epoxy her. I hope to be able to finish that today because I'm Mod Podging her and then I'm going to repaint this. I'm going to repaint this frame. I made this frame out of a canvas from Michaels. This is a canvas from Michaels. And of course you see all this glitter on it. It's from the previous girl I had on here. But I'm going to Mod Podge this. I want to paint this black or epoxy it with black mica powder. Y'all know I love me some mica powder. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put mica powder on this with the epoxy. And I'm not going to do a thick coat. I'm just going to do a coat. So I'm going to do one with a black background and one with a white background. But I really want this one to be a black background. That's what I planned for this one. So I'm going to do that. And let me just show y'all the picture we did yesterday. The Hey Ruthie. They are clear, but this is a specific clear one. The lady said it's specifically for you're doing clear items. So I don't know what the difference is, but that's what she said to me. Y'all don't mind my mess. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I got to make room where I make room. This is how the picture came out yesterday. It did dry overnight. I did put epoxy in the paint, but to me it didn't make a difference. It didn't make a difference to me or Rhonda at all. But this is how it came out last night. It dried. And I see some spots that are a little glossy, but it didn't really impress me doing it that way. With the epoxy in the paint. So look how it came out. Look at the difference in this with me using white paint. Look how bright this came out. And look at this. I didn't put white paint in there. Man, that looked like a weird face right there, doesn't it? You can see so many things in these things. It ain't even funny. Look at that. Now that looks like an animal face right here. The eyes and the face right there. I don't know what kind of creature that is. I didn't even see that before. But that's the one. Remember I did the 3 at a time? And this is the second one. And this stuff did it. I put that what do you call it? That stuff that makes it do that. I forgot what it's called, y'all. I'm tripping. Right? So this is the one. I really like these two. This is the second one. The third one, I don't want to show y'all, but I will. But I really made a mess of it when I used that blow dryer. That's the one from the creature from the Black Lagoon. I don't know what that is. It looked like a messed up bird or a messed up animal with a dunce cap on. I don't know what that is, but that will not be getting epoxy because I'm not using that one. That looks real crazy, okay? That looks real crazy. And this is one my grandbaby did. This is hers. And if you look right here, you can see a bird or some kind of animal. It looks like a beak right here. Yeah, I always see things. Me and my husband always see things when I do these pours, we always see things. That is so weird. We look for things now, though, so we did those. But this is the one I did yesterday. And I think it turned out rather nicely. And these, I hope to God these ones aren't messed up. These, because people keep piling stuff on stuff and messing stuff up. This is the one I did a while ago. I still love this one. This is the first one I did. This is not the first one, but this is the first one I did and put epoxy over. This particular epoxy took a couple of days to dry. And it's still it's sticky. It just has like more of a rubbery coat to it than regular epoxy. I love this background. I actually forgot I had it. I need to put something on that one. Then there's this one that's got the crocodile skin. Right? I forgot about this one. I need to use this on something. These came out pretty cool. I think this was the first one. And I'm like, ew, I don't like it. I don't like it. But this is the first one. And something can go on here too. And what I was thinking about was putting boop on here because it's yellow and black. I wanted to make that for boop. And then I forgot about it. I stuck it somewhere and forgot about it. So This ain't Boop. That's the prayer girl. I'm talking about Boop. That is not Boop. That's the prayer girl. Where's Boop at? She's somewhere over here. I don't know where she is. Boop, where are you? There she is. She's sleeping on the couch with my granddaughter. All right. That's not Boop. But next to that yellow, that looks kind of green. But I got to do her. This is Boop. So Boop can get right on here. See? She can have different backgrounds. She don't have to have stuff. I missed yesterday, but I have to go back. I know, none of y'all was on yesterday. I'm like, where's my people at? So you can hear Rhonda in the background because she loud. But Boop could do that, right? Because these backgrounds, I want to use them for something. I don't want to just be making backgrounds and then what I'm going to do with them. But I got to go because I got to go down to the church. But these are cool. You know, if I put an African or something, I could put something on here. Or just put some hair on there and make this her background. She can go on there. She can go on there. This one's a little too small because she take up the whole canvas on this one. So that one's a... Oh, girls, can you chill right quick? There you go. See? These backgrounds, I'm making them to use on some of my divas or something. Or put some scriptures or something on there to use them. See? All these things I want to use. Hi, Adam. Thanks for joining us, Adam. I don't want to mess this up. And what is this one? Oh, this is the Boop. This is the Boop. Wait a minute. Rhonda. Oh, this is the Boop that got messed up. You see how the epoxy got up under her?
Yeah.
And messed her up. I forgot about, I was looking for her.
Ooh. Oh.
This is the messed up one. This is the one that looked like her and her clothes got a disease. See, look at her legs. That's because
that's
the epoxy.
A tattoo.
She said that's a tattoo, so her jacket tattooed too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's tattooed.
That's tattooed. That's what Rhonda says. Look at her face.
Mm-hmm.
She got vitiligo. That's what.
Ooh, that's a good word.
That's the skin thing that you said your painting got at the church. That's the Michael Jackson thing.
No, that's pigmentation.
It's called vitiligo.
Alopecia.
No, alopecia is with your hair, baby.
I know, all them.
But
that's what she got, all them.
This is Rondo on the canvas.
What's up, y'all?
She don't want to be Rondo on the canvas with this one, but I would like to put Betty Boop in a clock. If I could put her in that mold and make her in the clock, then that's it. All bets are off. We're going to do that. But this is the one I was looking for that got messed up. And I poured the epoxy over it again. And y'all see those little divots, those little holes right there? This thing was full of holes. But when I poured the epoxy over it again, it took away most of those holes. But again, that was some weird epoxy, right? That was some weird epoxy. This is my remember don't do that crap again. That's why I ain't throw this one away. Because I don't want to. I'll have to remind myself not to do that again. So that's what I'm about to do with this. But I'm going to paint this because I actually did this with marker. I did this with markers. And I'm not really feeling it. So I want to go over it with paint, but I have to get some more paint brushes. So I have to go to Dollar Tree. I was there yesterday, and I forgot to look for the little paint brushes because I need the small ones. And that's what my project is today. To epoxy this with black, what did I say? Mica powder. Mica powder. It depends on how I feel. I might use yellow, black, and green, and let the mica powder do what it wants to do in the background. So I might do that. Hi, Celie, Sally, Salai, Sally. This is the lady that I want back on here. But I just feel like she has glitter on her, but I feel like the paint is kind of dull, and I just want to do it a little bit better. So that's not paint, that's marker. So I'm going to go over it and do it again. You like my nails? Thank you. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think this should have a white background and leave it like that? Or should I do another color background? I really want to do the darker background so this can pop. In my opinion, I think it would pop better with black, but I'm going to do the black one on this because that's what I'm really feeling. But I have another one that I'm going to design, and I'm going to do that and leave it with a white background. But I may not do the edges like this. I may not do this. I might not even set a border on it anyway, but y'all know me with my 3D. I like my stuff to sit out instead of laying flat. That's my preference, but everybody might like something different. Like this girl right here, I epoxied her. Look at the shine. And we went to a pop-up shop, and a couple of my pictures got wet because it was raining. Had I had epoxy on them, I wouldn't have to worry about it. So now I'm on a mission to epoxy my items. That one right there, she has epoxy on her. You can't tell from this angle, but she has epoxy on her. Ruthie said white or black will look nice. And it will. I think Rhonda's of the persuasion of keeping it white. But I really want to try that background. And you know, I haven't used mica powder in I don't know how long. It's probably been a year since I used mica powder. Is that true, Rhonda?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's been a while. And y'all know I love me some mica powder. So I'm going to try different things. So this one I'm definitely going to try black. And if you look at the inside of these bricks, and I can't do it right now because I got to go down to the church. But the inside of these bricks last night, before I went to sleep, I was thinking about this. This is how much this stuff be in my mind. I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about painting the inside of the bricks with the opposite color of the brick. So I was thinking about maybe painting the inside of this green, the inside of this yellow, and the inside of this red. Just to bring, you know, all this contrast to it. That's what I see in my head. So I'm probably going to do that, but not green because green is right there. So I'll probably have to do red, or I don't know how I'm going to do that, y'all. I got to figure it out because I don't want the color to be on right next to the color. But I could do that because it's not going to matter, right? So I'm going to do green, yellow, and red on the inside. And all of them will be green, yellow, and red. Yeah, I'll do that on the inside because I don't want it to be plain looking, even though mostly you won't see it. But that's in my head. And then also I have the sides to do as well. You see the side? All of this has to be done as well. And that's going to have to be done very precisely because it's already on the canvas. And I didn't think this out. I didn't think this ahead of time. I saw it in my head and I just started doing it. I should have painted the bricks before I laid them on the canvas. However, that would have taken more time because then I would have to wait for each of the bricks to dry, then put them on and all that. I didn't want to do that. Trying to be in a hurry. Or I can just take this and paint it all black. I could just paint the side black. That way I don't have to worry about it. And then the canvas will be black on the side. I don't have to worry about it. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I might just go ahead and paint this black on the side. And on the inside, though, I want to do the coordinating colors. Regardless. The black, the back, I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking. Y'all know I try to think outside the box. I don't want it to just be plain. But white will be extra. It really would be nice to just leave it white. But that's not what I'm seeing in my head. I'm seeing black. And I did have a black piece of paper in it, and I liked the way it looked with the black. So now I'm just going to take it up a notch and put that epoxy in it. and see what it does. I can put that epoxy in it, and I can drop alcohol ink in it, because y'all know alcohol ink is crazy too. I love it. You put it in there, it'll make its own design. But I want to use the appropriate colors in this to make it do what I want it to do. So this is real hair, y'all, that I got from the, well, it's hair that I got from the hair store. I don't think it's human hair, but it's hair that I got from the hair store that I put on there. Y'all know I like doing real stuff. And a lot of people were commenting about the stuff, the real stuff on there. And Rhonda, I forgot to tell you, at Michael's, they have this over there where the trim is. They have this beautiful trim that's like the same color on this picture right here, like the rust color. And it was the perfect color that I could put on this woman's necklace, so she can have some dimension to her necklace too, as well as her earrings, because she has that rust color right there. So I could put that, or gold. I actually could even glitter that with some, not regular gold. I can glitter it with this if I wanted to glitter it, but I don't want to glitter this. I want to put that trim on there that I saw at Michael's. However, I don't think I'm going to be doing that for this one, because I'm going to have to wait to go to Michael's to get that particular trim to put on here. So I just wanted to come back and show y'all. Really, I came on to show y'all how the Mod Podge peels off, like the glue, like we used to put the glue on us when we were little. And the Mod Podge was just peeling off. That was so funny to me. That's why I said, let me go on and show them, because Rhonda always talking about I need to do content. So look, you can't even tell the Mod Podge was on her. So before I go down to the church, what I am going to do is I'm going to Mod Podge her again and let her dry. And then when I come back, I should be able to epoxy her, because I already Mod Podged the back of her. I already Mod Podged the back. I sealed the back. So when the Mod Podge hit it, it's not going to look like she has whatever that was I said she had, the other girl had. You know, like something's wrong with it. So this one has, you know, I will have to be very careful with this, because it has the glass on it, and I don't want to put too much epoxy on it for it to cover the glass. However, in the other picture, it did cover the glass. It didn't do anything bad to it. It just covered it. Like, look, it actually made it bubbly. I never really looked at it before, but it looks bubbly. It really, that's cute. The way it bubbled. It's like three-dimensional, basically. That came out cute. I like that. I actually like the way that did that. You can't see yourself in it, but it looked like you in a, what you call it? In a house of mirrors. So it looked real bubbly. You look goofy in that. If you're trying to look at yourself, that's not a good look. But this one right here, I saw this thing so plain in my head. Like I was like, I gotta do that. And on this one, I can see myself clearly in that. The other one is bubbles. It's like a 3D effect. But this is cool. But however it works, it's fine with me. I just gotta make sure I clean the glass. And can y'all tell the difference? Look at this. This is where I took the Mod Podge off on this side. And this is where the Mod Podge still is on her. Can you see that? So I didn't peel it all off. But that was really, that was a good, what you call it? That was pleasant. It was almost like, what do you call that when the people eat? What do you call that? Mukbang? It was just pleasing to pull that skin off of her. But it didn't ruin my picture, so I thank God for that. So I said all of that to say what I said. This is cool. So I'm going to go ahead and re-Mod Podge her. Let her dry. I'm going to Mod Podge the glitter in her hair first, because that's where the problem came in. I had set Mod Podge on it and forgot that I had poured the Mod Podge on it, because I needed to do some spots in her hair with the glitter, and I completely forgot. And that's what happened. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That is it.
Ooh, but get y'all some wipes and keep some wipes handy because they coming. I really thought I ruined her, but I didn't. Thank God. But look at the difference between these two. I can't. Let me see if I can get up and hold them up together. I just want you to see the difference. It's the same exact picture. However, I did something different on them. Let's see if I can do. Let's do it like this.
They're gonna live right up there.
No, I want them to hang right. They can see both of them. You can see it's the same picture. That background on the top one, I did that background with a paint pour. This one doesn't have a background. The bottom one has the mirrors, the one doesn't. But even look at the hair. The hair is not exactly the same either. Let me turn this light off. So you can see the difference in the hair. They both have the black glitter, but this one, the top one, I did gold and rust color on that one. This one I just did the rust color. Okay, and then this one I put glue, glitter glue. This is glitter glue on her eyeshadow. That's her eyeshadow. It's glitter glue that I got from Michael's. Okay, I didn't do anything extra to this one's nails. I just put Mod Podge on it. This one, I put some beads on her, some gems on hers, and I did her earrings, and I enhanced her lips a little bit, and I put glitter, the rust color and the gold glitter on her eyes, and she has eyelashes too. This one has real eyelashes, but that's the glitter glue on her eyelids. I didn't do anything to her lips, but I did put a band around her shirt, around the perimeter of her shirt and on her sleeves. I did the same thing for her, but on her I used glitter glue. I used the glitter glue on her, and I put what you call it? Glitter on her shirt, and I had to draw the lines on it because it was looking crazy. But you can see a little bit of epoxy got under that picture too. So I must not have put enough Mod Podge on it. So I have to make sure that I put layers of Mod Podge on these because these things cost too much to be doing for them to be messed up. They cost too much. So what I'm going to do is re-Mod Podge her, let her sit. I'm going to do her hair first, and then maybe in a few hours she too will be ready for the epoxy. But I'm just not going to do it until I Mod Podge her, because I'm pretty sure with her I Mod Podge her face on the front, and I did the back of her too. This girl too, I did the front and the back, and this one doesn't look like she had any problems at all. So that's what I'm going to do. I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all real quick and show y'all what I'm doing. And prayerfully that'll be my project for today. But I did want to show y'all those other what do you call them? Those other paint drops we did. But that was one of the first ones we did. I like the way that came out. I think that's the one Rhonda and I did outside, if I'm not mistaken. But that one doesn't have any white in it either. But those colors came out real pretty. And the yellow is faded enough that she could work on the back of that. So that's what I'm doing, guys. And leave me a comment below of which one that you like. This is number 1. This is number 2. You can't really see that. But that, okay, you can see it right there. That's number 3. And that's number 4. Okay? And then we got these girls over here with the afros. Oh, I tried that. I tried that on that afro. And I do like this one. I like that one. That's number 5. And I like this one over here with the gold background. That's number 6. I like that as well. So, y'all, I got a lot of things around here.
We did so better.
The big one.
Yep.
Yeah. I took a loss on that one, though. I should have sold her for more, but they weren't trying to buy her for more. All right, guys. So that's it. That's it. I did sell the Big Betty Boop. So now I got to get more material. I got to do another one. I do have another one. I have to do that one, and I have to do a gold one, and then I have this gold mirror tile to make the buildings with. But I also was thinking about just using this to make the buildings like I did with one of my vases. I used this in silver to make the buildings, and it turned out really nice. So I'm contemplating that. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. However, I want them to be different. I don't want all of them to be the same. So I got to work my magic and see what I'm going to do. But I just had a cool idea for Betty Boop, but I got to find the mold. I have to find my mold. And I do have one. So I'm going to see if I can find the mold for Betty Boop so I can do that. And that's where I'm at right now. This right here, all of this stuff I got, well, this trim right here I got from Michael's. It came in a pack, a really flat package. I got that from Michael's. I got those gold mirrors I just showed you. I got those from Michael's. Of course, I got these canvases from Michael's. These mirrors came from Amazon. Okay. The glitter came from Michael's. The glitter glue came from Michael's. And these gems came from Amazon. So that's where I got the stuff for this canvas. And this canvas right here, these blocks are the fake Jenga blocks, from Dollar Tree. Even though a lady at the flea market had the big box of them, and I didn't get them, but I should have, because in the store they cost $20, and she was only selling them for $5. So if I see her again, I'm going to ask her to hold them for me, and I'm going to get the big Jenga blocks, the real Jenga blocks, the real ones. But I get my epoxy from Amazon. I think the last epoxy I got, though, I think I got that from Etsy. And it was really good. I really like that epoxy. I got to look it up again and order that one again, because that one really doesn't give me any problems. The one my daughter uses, though, that girl, I don't know what kind of epoxy that is. That thing stayed sticky for days, didn't it? And then when it dried, it has a rubber background. It's like the consistency of it is rubber. We're like, what kind of epoxy is this? And she said they use it for tables and stuff, like big projects. I'm like, it take 100 hours to dry and it come out rubbery. It's bouncy, like it's not stiff. It's like, it's weird. I never felt that consistency before. But it has a beautiful shine. That it does. It has an awesomely beautiful shine. But that is what it is, right? Right. All right, so we out this piece. We got to do what we got to do. I'm getting ready to go down to the church. And that is it for me for right now, okay? All right, y'all. God bless. Have a wonderful day.